This video is number 5 in the series, Masturbation Will Make You Blind and Crippled. According to Happy Theory, masturbation will make you blind and crippled. The specific pattern of damage to the human body caused by masturbation also has other causes. According to Happy Theory, excessive exercise, excessive sex, snorting of drugs, injection of drugs, anorexia, and stomach reduction surgery can all cause the same type of damage to the human body as masturbation does. Why is this? Masturbation damages certain specific areas inside of the body. For example, masturbation hurts the kidneys. If the kidneys are damaged, they will cause a specific pattern of outwardly visible changes to the body as demonstrated by this picture. This woman's shoulders are uneven, her hips are uneven, her arms appear to be different lengths, and her head is tilted at an extreme angle. Anything that damages the kidneys will produce a similar pattern of changes to the body of the affected person. The side of the torso is another area of the body that is changed by masturbation. A close-up of the side of the example woman's torso shows that the right side of her torso is smaller than the left side. If someone were to take a ruler and measure from the center of her torso to the outside of the right and left sides of her torso, the measurements would show that the right side is smaller than the left side. This next picture shows a female model posing for a photo shoot. There is a large gap between her hip bone and her shoulder. The gap looks similar to the gap between the hip and shoulder of the masturbating woman. Because both bodies display similar changes to the torso, it would be natural to assume the changes to the body of the model were also caused by masturbation. Because the woman needs to be thin for her modeling job, it is more likely that anorexia is the cause of the change to this woman's torso. The next woman is also a model posing for a picture. There is a vertical gap between her hip bone and her shoulder, and a very large horizontal gap between her hip and the side of her torso. The most likely cause for the distortion of this woman's torso is anorexia. Here is another picture of a model. There is a gap between her hip and her shoulder. Because this woman's breasts are visible in this picture, it is reasonable to assume the cause for the damage to her body is most likely excessive sexual activity. This woman is also a model posing for a picture. There is a gap between her hip and her shoulder, and a large gap between her hip and the side of her torso. This picture is perfect for demonstrating how the leg is damaged by masturbation, anorexia, excessive exercise, excessive sex, snorting of drugs, or injecting of drugs. The woman's body almost looks like it is two separate pieces. There is the right leg by itself and the rest of the body. The bad leg acts like a crutch. The bad leg behaves like a separate object that is used to help the person walk, like a crutch is a separate object used by a person to walk. Changes to the side of the torso occurs in men also. This picture shows a man in what appears to be a sexual situation. The changes to his body are most likely caused by excessive sexual activity. The right side of the man's torso displays the same appearance as the woman in the previous picture. The right leg of both the man and the woman appear to be separate from the rest of the body. How does a torso change by masturbation compare to a normal torso? This picture will demonstrate a healthy torso. Both sides of the torso appear to run straight from his hip up to his shoulder. This picture compares the healthy man to the woman whose leg looks like it is a separate part of her body. There is no mistaking the unhealthy look of the woman's torso when it is compared to a healthy torso.